Hello and welcome back to the Solano College Sports Network. We're here in Fairfield, California at Rodriguez High School with what is shaping up to be a good matchup between the Fairfield Falcons and the Rodriguez Mustangs. My name is Drew Kirby, and by my side, Mason Flores and Robert Murray on the call for tonight's matchup. Rodriguez is coming off of an impressive victory against Fremont, winning 53-0. Robert, what caught your eye watching the Mustangs debut last Friday?
Well, yeah, Drew, thank you. Like you said, pretty impressive victory coming out for Rodriguez, winning 53-0, and they did it by having a pass-heavy offense. You know, the Missouri brothers on the outside, dominant showing from both of them, 3 touchdowns each. One return for a blocked by field goal return for a touchdown by Jamar Missouri, and Jermaine did it through the air, 100 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. It's just impressive to see what Dylan Burke can do as a quarterback on this offense. And defensively, you know, they're a pretty stout defense. They get into the backfield quite often, causing 6 tackles for losses last week, and they're looking to move to 2-0 on the season.
Yes, sir. Well, it will be a little bit tougher compared to last week, as the Falcons are a little bit of a tougher team. Mason, what can you tell us about them?
Well, the Falcons started off the year very strong with the win over the Wilsey Wildcats 26-14. Last year, they were 4th in the league. They were 6-5. They way better than the years prior, where they were 0-19 in the last 2 years before that. And last game, Trayvon Moten had an outstanding game. 200 yards on the field, rushing, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 9 tackles. I'm expecting big things from him. I'm expecting a dogfight. I'm expecting a little bit slower game than last week.
Yes, sir. Well, it should be a very good matchup. Kickoff in just a couple of minutes. But first, a word from our sponsors, James Thomas Media, your one-stop shop for all your video production needs. Back for the national anthem, so just a couple of more moments before kickoff. Going back to Fairfield again, in 2022 and 2021 combined it for 0-19, 0 wins. But then last year getting 6 of them, so a very big improvement. And this team really is on the rise. A lot of credit is to the head coach, Alex Hubbard, really building something special here potentially. Again, they will have a tough matchup against Rodriguez. They'll have to worry about, of course, the Missouri brothers, like you said, Robert.
Yes, the Missouri brothers, I'm expecting a big game from them, per usual. They always put up big stat lines, so expecting more of the same today from them.
Yeah, coming off of a big win like that, too. I mean, you got to ride that.
3 touchdowns each, that's very impressive.
Yes.
I think Trayvon Moten is going to be the biggest key to the game on both sides of the Fairfield defense and offense. He's going to have to create turnovers and run the ball hard and efficiently. No turnovers can be had from the Fairfield Falcons.
So now this crowd getting a little bit louder. Again, credit to Fairfield. I mean, they're home. They came to watch their team play. There's a lot of people here in this away stadium.
I will agree with that. There's a lot of energy today compared to last week. That's for sure.
So now the kick. It's to Jermaine Missouri. And he's going to get a good amount of yards. Still up. Still moving. Almost breaks through for more, but is tackled just about midfield to get this game going.
See, that's how dynamic of a returner is. You know, any open space, he's going to try and find that hole and get through and use that explosive speed he has.
Great blocking from the special teams on Rodriguez.
So now comes out quarterback Dylan Burke, who is coming off of a monster game versus Fremont. 9 for 12, 226 yards, and 6 touchdowns to open his senior year.
I'm looking for more of the same from him today. Maybe involve the run a little bit more than last week.
But they're going from the gun. Motion.
His first play of the game is a handoff to number 17, Samuel Hall, just like last game. And he's going to break through. He'll get a first down. Still going, and is finally tackled down. And is already.
There is a flag in the backfield, near the backfield.
Oh, yeah, flag.
Might be a holding.
We'll see what they call it. Samuel Hall, 6-foot senior.
That'd be tough if it's a holding call. Ruins all momentum right there on that run.
I believe it's going to be a hold or a legal block in the back. Great draw up, though. Rodriguez coming out fast. You're bringing the energy.
Great blocking on that play by them.
100%.
Again, head coach for Rodriguez, Miles King, has been drawing up the plays the past couple years. Started as a quarterback himself here at Rodriguez, played at this very own stadium. So again, does get brought back. We'll see if they go back to that little jet sweep. Doesn't look like it though.
Coming out of the gun again.
This time it's a hand up up the middle and break through for a few yards, but another flag.
Penalties coming early.
Back-to-back flags. We'll see if this is on Rodriguez again.
That's the thing about this game. You got to be really disciplined. Can't have these penalties early in the game because then it ruins all your momentum.
That's 2 decent plays turned down. Great blocking again, though, by Rodriguez.
Yeah,
allowed the running back to get to the second level.
In high school football especially, I mean, games are won from the trenches, and this Rodriguez team is very good in trenches, both offense and defense.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go with a pass play here, though, after those 2 runs being called back.
So it's going to be a face mask against the Falcons, so Rodriguez will move up.
First down.
I like Jermaine Missouri down here at the bottom, number 1.
Again, more talk on the field.
Seems like some confusion between the refs.
Refs still talking amongst themselves.
A lot slower of a start than last game.
Yeah, I mean, by this point, there was already a touchdown.
Yeah,
6-0.
There's definitely different energy from Fremont compared to Fairfield.
So the whistle blows. Run up the middle from Dylan Burke, and it is going to be stuffed. Nowhere to go. Good play there. Number 11 for Fairfield, Miles Douglas.
Just great pursuit on that quarterback keeper right there. Kept him contained, didn't allow him to escape outside the pocket, causing a loss on the play.
The energy from these Fairfield Falcons is just, it's obnoxious. If you're an offensive player and you're playing against this defense, it's obnoxious to play against. They're going to talk trash. They're going to try and get in your head, and their scheme is immaculate.
2nd and 13. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Dylan Burke, a handoff up the middle. Gets a good amount of yards. Still a ways to go, though.
I like the fact they're getting the run game involved early this week. Last week, they went away with it because they were blowing Fremont out, which they didn't. Everything was working for them that day. But I like getting in the trenches, getting, bruises, essentially.
Yeah, no. I agree with you. Drops back, Dylan Burke, still looking. It's going to end up nowhere.
Dylan Burke did not have to deal with much pressure in the last game going against Fremont. He basically had all day to throw last week, and the pressure, there was little there, but it seemed like he was panicking a little bit in the backfield.
I will agree with that. He does look scared to throw right now, especially with that pressure on that quarterback keeper still in his mind. But he's a good quarterback. I know he'll find a way to get through it.
Yeah, already through the first drive, you could tell this Fairfield team is not like Fremont. It's going to be a real challenge for the Mustangs.
That's good for us. Good for a good one.
It is. We want to see these close games here on the Solano College Sports Network. So Manciano Saez will boot the ball. Not a great kick. It's down at the 25, closer to the 20.
I think someone from that Fairfield squad might have gotten their hand on it, causing the bad punt, if you were to say.
And the wind was blowing in the direction of the punt, so I do believe that someone got a fingertip on him.
So out comes Fairfield in their offense, led by their quarterback, Tristan Smith, who again was 2 for 9 in week 1 versus the Wildcats. Only 15 yards through the air. We'll see what he could do against this Mustang secondary. They're going to start with a rush up the middle.
We're going to see a lot of that from Moten.
Yes, sir. Trayvon Moten averaging about 200 yards a game so far early on in the season.
10 yards per carry last game.
Well, if they want Smith to get more involved in this game, they're going to need to get him some short passes, get him a rhythm going. But handing the ball off's good right now for them,
Starting
obviously.
with the split gun formation.
2nd and 7. Tristan Smith again, another handoff. Here he goes. Still on his feet. It's going to be a first down. It was Jaden Lewis Chandler.
Great run. The speed coming off the gate, going right through that open hole, attacking it.
Rodriguez is going to need to swarm to the ball better than that, more like last week versus Fremont if they want to have a chance of stopping the run.
That speed kills. Can't teach that. Can't teach speed.
So again, refs talking about something to the Falcons O-line.
Looks like there's a lot of commotion with these refs and the players.
That's what you don't want to see in these types of games. It's high energy. You don't want the refs getting involved too much, slow down the pace of play.
And Mason, as a former high school defensive tackle, what do you think they're talking about in there? Is it just a warning maybe, or?
I think they're just talking to them, warning them the offsides and warning them the shifts, the early movement.
Yeah, again, still in conversation. Perhaps something more. Here we go. Two in the backfield. Next
Another
to Tristan
penalty.
Smith.
Pre-snap penalty. I believe that's a false start.
It is a false start indeed.
So this will move Falcons back just 5 yards. Now 1st and 15.
A lot of confusions with the refs talking to him beforehand, you know. It's just, as a player, you got to lock in and hold your water there, though.
Eight minutes, 35 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Jump again.
And another jump. That might push the Falcons back more. It will.
1st and 20.
This Fairfield team needs to be more clear in the huddle on what snap count they're going with. Because, you know, Smith, he's clapping his hands, expecting on 2. But the O-line's not hearing on 2. They need to communicate that better back and forth to each other.
Yeah.
This crowd is getting into it already.
So there are a lot of red, blue, and white out there in the student section. I believe it's for Labor Day weekend. I believe. Shout out Labor Day. Free day off.
Hey.
God bless America, am I right?
Yes, you are. 1st and 20. Handoff again. Trayvon not able to get much there.
It's 6 yards on the carry.
Well, the Rodriguez defense just swarming like they were last week now. They're in the heads of Fairfield, trying to get there on their pursuit, stopping the run. That's what they're good at.
Penalties have killed both offenses so far. I think this game will come down to who cleans it up earlier.
2nd and 14 now.
Split back again.
Again, another handoff. This time it's for even more yards, still on his feet.
That's good blocking up front by the Fairfield squad.
Trayvon Moten getting his touches early on in this first quarter. They're going to look to feed him all game, it seems.
He's a workhorse, man. He's a workhorse.
So 3rd and 5. They ran the first 2 times. We'll see if they do it again. It will, but this time the number 9, he splits. It's in. Doesn't look like it'll be enough for a first, though. Jaden Lewis Chandler.
We expected a run-heavy offense early. I do believe they'll get it going. Those penalties killed them on this drive.
Well, both these squads are good at running the football. It's going to come down to who can pass the football better maybe tonight
And
play better defense for sure.
Clean up the penalties. Defenses have been played pretty decent so far.
4th and 5.
Going for it.
Refs will blow the whistle again.
He's talking to the sideline again. He looks pretty heated.
Yeah, looks like it's Miles King he's talking to.
It's another warning for the sideline. Don't want to get things out of hand early.
So excuse me, it's 4th and 2.
They're going for it.
Gotta assume it's gonna be a run.
They're going to try and get him offside.
Yeah.
Smith looking to the sideline for the play call from his coach. Changing up the formation here.
They're audible.
Yeah. Can almost guarantee this ball is gonna be handed off to Moten.
They might just let it run down, get their punters from room.
There looks to be some confusion.
Yep,
Yeah,
penalty.
flag's thrown.
I think they just wanted to
Yeah.
try and get him off sides.
Looks like they will, so.
Maybe his coach putting his hands behind his head, telling him just take the delay game,
Yeah.
get more
I think
yardage to
that's what he was
kick.
looking for.
And the wind here at Rodriguez Stadium is not in favor of the Falcons at the moment. This
Look
ball
for
will be-
Jermaine, Missouri to return this.
Yeah.
It's going to be a short kick. He might want to fair catch it because he could get blasted. You do not want to get hurt.
Just hit the 5-minute mark in this first quarter. Still 0-0 ball game. High kick. Looks like it will be stopped finally. There at the 27.
Pretty good punt with all things considered. Going against the wind,
Yeah.
it's about a 40-yard punt.
That's what I was going to bring up too. It's a great punt for how much the wind's blowing right now, trying to flip-flop field position per se.
Yeah.
See if they can get something going with the Missouri brothers. I don't believe they've gotten an offensive touch yet.
Yeah, I would look for them to get more involved this drive, that's for sure. The coaches will draw something up for them.
Sure.
Burke going to start this drive off with a small little pass. Number 4, that's one of the Sayers brothers. Manciano.
I like that to get Burke in rhythm. Short little out route. Can't hurt that too much.
Make the game easy for him.
Yeah.
Slow the game down for yourself. Don't play too paranoid in the pocket. Slow the game down. Get yourself comfortable.
Also might be trying to set up a play action pass for later in the game.
Yeah, Miles King is known. Start off the game, couple rushes, and then slowly lean on into the play action. See if that's what he does this game. Again, another handoff. This time it was Keelan Highball and is stuffed by number 42 for the Fairfield Falcons, Trustin Mitchell.
That was great pursuit by Trustin. Got in the backfield so quick, so explosive. Great tackle for loss right there.
Just textbook tackling. Brought him down immediately. Didn't let him fight for yards. Perfect.
Again, if you look at that Fairfield defense, Trayvon Moten is out there playing defense as well. Bit of a two-way player here for the Falcons. Another run. Nothing.
These defenses are fighting. This is going to be a dogfight.
More old school football, I would say, we're watching today. More in the trenches, trying to see who could beat each other down more. It's all about the conditioning here. Who's more conditioned will win this football game.
Moten, we just saw a two-way player last night play for Colorado, Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Could Moten be the running back version of Travis Hunter?
Think he's got any chance at the Heisman?
Travis, I think he does. I think he has
so?
a huge chance.
As a non-quarterback?
I do think so.
Great player to
Would
watch.
be special. So Rodriguez will punt for the second time in tonight's game. Flag is thrown. False start maybe?
Offsides.
Oh, offsides on the Falcons.
These penalties are just killing me.
Absolute killers.
This is not clean football right now.
Bit of
It's
a
ugly, but
And that's going to change Rodriguez's decision here.
I'm going to go for it. I think it's 4th and 2. I believe 4th and 3. Would you go for this?
It's a little aggressive, a little early for me, but I don't mind the play call. If you turn it over here, you trust in your defense to make a stop like they have been all game.
I think you look for one of the Missouri brothers, but no.
offense stays out there.
Another penalty.
Whistle.
Timeout.
Timeout.
It's the Falcons who called it.
Good call.
Just trying to see what Rodriguez was going to line up there. So as a former player, how would you go over a situation like this? 4th and 3, you just had a offsides penalty called against you.
Well, I'm telling my guys in the huddle, just stay locked in, stay ready, be ready to make a play no matter what position you're in. No matter if you're across the field from the play, you're going to play as hard as possible. And you're going to try and get there. Get in the backfield right now. If you're on the D line, you're going to try and shed these blocks immediately because they're going to be running up the middle as the formation seemed to look.
And you got to watch for the hard count, right?
For sure.
Don't want to jump off sides, give them a free first down here.
So both teams come on out. Again, 4th and 3. Looks like it's Manciano Sayas in the backfield.
Oh, this looks like they're punting it.
Oh,
They changed the play.
yeah, punt. So not on the backfield, but will be punting.
I'm not mad at it.
High kick. All out of bounds.
I like the 22.
The 28. That was a great punt. Didn't let the returner get to it. Keep the field position in your favor if you're Rodriguez.
Defensive game. I love it.
Yeah.
I do want to see someone put some points on the board. Get these crowds into it.
You know this crowd's just ready to erupt for any score that will happen.
Either
Visitor
side.
side, home side, whoever it is.
'Cause we are standing on the Falcons sideline, and they are energetic for a visitor crowd.
packed and loud. It is a full house here in Rodriguez Stadium. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Hand off to Newton.
Great effort by Moten. Defender storming him in the backfield, still gets a few yards on the play. It's just, you love to see effort early in these ball games.
He's a power runner. He's a power guy. He's on the shorter side.
And again, great tackling for Rodriguez.
Not allowing any extra yards. Hard-fought football.
Second and 8. Takes the ball. And is going nowhere. Was that number 10, Emil McPeters?
That was just great pursuit by Peters, getting in the backfield so quick.
Yeah.
In the blink of an eye, he got Moten. Way to tackle him. Such a power runner, as we know. And to bring him down like that with such ease, amazing play.
I think if you're Fairfield, you got to spread the ball out a little bit. You're going to need to allow the run play to open up if you launch the ball downfield. I do get it. Your best player put it in your best player's hands, but you try out their corners. Test their corners.
Jermaine Missouri is on the outside for one of those corners. Another two-way athlete, per se.
Test them. Make a play.
3rd and 12. We'll see if they finally go with the pass here. They won't. Handoff up the middle. Again, nowhere to go. And another 3 and out for Rodriguez.
Great tackling. It's so good on Rodriguez's end. You know Coach King has him disciplined and trained well for these moments.
Yeah. The tackling is just supreme right now. Now Rodriguez got to get something going with this offense. That's definitely their strong suit. Missouri brothers got to get the ball. Let's see on this return.
Trustin Mitchell will be punting this one away. Solid kick. About the 40. A little past it, but that will be the end of the first quarter. Quiet one at that, scoring-wise, 0-0.
Much different pace from last week.
Very different, yes. We'll see how Rodriguez can kind of bounce back. I mean, by this time, last game it was
21-0.
Yeah, I mean, it was already a blowout. They already had won the game, so.
But here's the thing for Rodriguez. You can't get too frustrated with yourself. You know you're playing a good defense in Fairfield. But if you just keep working at it, working in those trenches with the run game, eventually open up your pass game, get the Missouri brothers involved. I would love to see that more this second quarter for them.
I think both teams are looking at each other like in the same kind of vision. They both offenses struggled. Both defenses were great at tackling, great pursuit. I think the huddles on both sidelines are going to be very similar in terms of what the coaches are telling their players.
And I want to shout out the punters real quick. The punters have been punting amazing.
It's like an Iowa game.
Yeah.
Keeping their teams in it.
It's like an Iowa game.
Big Ten football at its finest.
Shout out Torrey Taylor on the Chicago Bears.
Always got to mention them Bears.
Hey, man. Go Bears.
So, second quarter almost underway. Jamar, Missouri, way out near the sideline. Here's Burke, gonna pass it, a short little pass. And he's able to break through, but not a lot. Could have been a lot worse, though, as he dodged the tackle there.
He made a man miss.
I like the idea, though. Try to get your receivers more involved, see if they can make something happen with space.
And you can't really throw the ball deep because of the wind. The wind is pushing the ball back. I would like to see Burke test his arm out.
Yeah, I mean, at least give it a shot, kind of
Let me see
up
Missouri
the field.
get a ball.
So far, everything he's attempted has been underneath. Here he is, 2nd and 8. There he goes, gonna try deep.
Oh, penalty.
It's tripped up, will be a flag.
Pass interference.
So this will move up Rodriguez a good amount.
Missouri just absolutely getting tripped up on that play. Maybe their feet got caught. The ref can't really tell if that was incidental or not, but they're going to call the flag 10 out of 10 times on that play. I mean, that may be the only way you could stop the Missouri brothers.
Killer penalty, though. It is only 15 yards. It's different in high school than the NFL.
Still a first down.
Berg's throw looked pretty good for going into the wind.
So now Berg will hand it to Samuel Hall. This time the Falcons are ready for it, though. Just past the 50.
Great pursuit by the Falcons defense.
They're like some hound dogs out there. Ooh.
They're coming out to play tonight. These defenses, I don't know, whatever pregame speech these coaches were given, I want to be in the locker room.
They're fired up. They were fired up. You could see them before the game. They were screaming at each other, tapping each other on the helmets. That's exactly what we want to see in high school football.
And maybe a little more added on for being your crosstown rival.
Oh, yeah. They've been waiting for this game. All summer they've been thinking about it.
So now it's 2nd and 14. One seemed to die down maybe for a second. We'll see if they pass. No. A run up the middle. Keelan Highball won't pick up much.
These teams, these offenses just back themselves up early. They lose yardage, early downs, and then they just run the ball and give up the possession.
So
it is still early.
Was a gain of 5, so not bad. It is 3rd and 9. Burke will have to create some magic here if he wants to get this first down.
Missouri looking for the ball down at the top.
He's got time to throw. He's going to go deep. Intended for Missouri, but doesn't go anywhere.
Ooh. Fairfield talking some trash to the corner. Number 3.
The senior Jamar Missouri looking frustrated at the bottom here. Throwing his hands up a little bit after that play, maybe wanting a flag.
Great coverage in my opinion, though. Got to get physical with these tall receivers. They're both 6'5". They're tough cover, but they did their job.
They have done. They have exactly that and more.
And the punting unit will come on for Rodriguez.
So again, another punt.
Field position will be huge.
If this is a good punt down inside maybe the 10, I would like Rodriguez to be aggressive on defense here.
Yeah, definitely.
Get some pressure.
Good point, Robert. Manciano Sayas. Ball will go out of play. We'll see where they mark it at.
Looks to be the 15 about.
I'd say so. So rough field position here for Fairfield. See what Tristan Smith, Trayvon Moten can come up with here.
If I'm Rodriguez with this field position, I'm sending a few more blitzes.
And if I'm Fairfield, I'm throwing the ball. Just throw the ball.
More of a quick slant for Fairfield, you're thinking here?
Yeah, Fairfield only threw the ball 9 times last week in the win against the Wildcats, but I just think you can't run the same play over and over again. It's not going to work. It worked last week, but Rodriguez is a different beast.
It's football. It's chess, not checkers.
Yeah. That is right, Drew.
See what they do here. Run, nothing.
That went nowhere.
And again, credit to the front for the Rodriguez Mustangs. They've been all over it tonight.
The explosiveness on this D-line is just insane. 6 tackles for losses last week, not allowing a first down in the first half as well. That's just pure domination by this defense.
There's Jamar Missouri on the edge. Again, another run. And again, is able to break through for some.
Moen had a pretty good stiff arm on that play, getting the defender out of his way.
couldn't go anywhere after. He's feeling like Derrick Henry on the Titans right now. Just give him the ball and hope to win.
He does have 200 yards in his first game for a reason.
So far, it hasn't been much.
.937 to go here.
Tristan Smith, handoff again to Trayvon. Good yardage there.
He's just a hard, heavy runner, quick on his feet, really elusive. Give credit to the O-line on that play. They've been getting beat most of this game, but they created a hole for Mooney.
The communication between this Rodriguez defense is immaculate, though.
It's unmatched. It's really great to see. You could tell they all love to play for each other. They're going to talk trash, too.
Here's Trayvon again. Breaking through a couple of those tackles. A lot of traffic down there.
If you're
fighting his way for those yards.
If you're Rodriguez, you cannot be arm tackling Moten. You need to be getting him at his feet, tripping him up more, because he's going to just run right over if you try to arm tackle.
He's running like a rhino right now with his horn out, running over folks.
And there he is, Trayvon Moten, senior, coming off of a 200-yard game. He's going to sit out for this snap.
I wonder where they go to here.
If it hasn't been Moten, it's been Jaden Lewis Chandler.
He's had a few good runs today.
He has.
He's the speed back.
He is there in the backfield.
I want to throw the ball here if I'm Fairfield. They never expect to pass.
Yeah.
Maybe a running back screen.
Show some trust in your quarterback.
Even if it is a running back screen, I mean, I would take that. Gotta start off slow.
Because as you can see, Lewis Chandler, he's just small and looks shifty and like he's about ready to break something loose at any moment if you let him get the chance.
In his couple rushes, he has been pretty elusive.
Looked to be in some sort of 15-yard penalty that just happened. Maybe unsportsmanlike conduct.
Both these teams are talking trash. I'm not surprised in this penalty.
But that just absolutely kills you if you're Fairfield, moving back those 15 yards.
First and 23.
So the Falcons have a lot of yards to go. Like you said, first and 23. They'll start with a handoff to Lewis Chandler. Good moves, but it's tackled.
That's what you like to see from Lewis Chandler. Very explosive, very shifty.
The tackling, though, is just I haven't seen many broken tackles or missed tackles from this Rodriguez team.
Both these teams, as a matter of fact, both teams are very disciplined on defense.
Aside from these penalties on offense, killing each other.
Moten's still not out there. We'll see if it's a Lewis Chandler show. Goes up the middle and is stuffed by number 99 for Rodriguez. Good play.
When do you guys think we'll see their first pass of the game?
Maybe surprise them right here, 3rd and 14. What do you got to lose?
Yeah, I mean, we might as well. I don't think
we'll see our first pass probably in the 3rd. We'll probably see it in the 3rd. Maybe.
I hope not.
I hope not either, but we'll see.
Moten's down over here on the sideline with his helmet off.
Yeah, he really didn't play at all for this drive. It's 3rd and 14. Tristan Smith has a lot to go. He's going to hand it off about 10 yards, give or take.
Moten looks to be ready to come back into this game. Next offensive drive.
Yeah. He is playing 2 positions, so maybe they're preserving some energy for the defense. It is one of their star players, but
throw the ball. Throw the ball. If he's not on the field, you got to throw the ball. You got to show some versatility on offense. You're not going to beat this hungry Rodriguez team by just running the ball all game.
Jermaine, Missouri looking to have an explosive play here on this kick.
So another punt for Fairfield. Flag is thrown.
Not a great punt.
Yeah. Ball was around the 40 by the time it went out of bounds.
Holding his back on the field.
Yeah, so it will come out for defense. We'll see what Rodriguez can do this drive.
Who knows if Rodriguez's punter felt pressure on that play, maybe. He got a good bounce, that's for sure, having it end up out here around the 30. But again, like I've been saying this whole first half, you need to get the Missouri brothers involved. They seem to be itching, wanting the ball, make something happen for their squad, give these fans something to cheer about.
Yeah, I think really the one time they've really tried to connect was that pass interference. We'll see if they try to go more with the passing game in this drive. Again, 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. A fake. Here's Burke. He's going to get a first down. Good run there.
Great read by Burke. The defender collapsed going onto the inside, taking the bait on the run, and he used his athleticism getting down the field for a nice first down.
Biggest play of the day outside of that penalty earlier, but it's the biggest play.
There's a first down, and of course, the crowd is getting loud. Confetti going. It seems to be a signature for this Rodriguez team.
And if you're Fairfield, you do not want to get that crowd involved. Do not let that crowd get involved. Keep them silent. They would cheer for anything.
Motion. It's not a handoff. It is to Keelan Highbaugh, and it's stuffed again. Credit to this Fairfield front line. Been all over it tonight.
Bend, not break. That's the go-to saying for the defense. Bend, never break.
Because it doesn't look like a great night for kicking, so a touchdown, who knows, could be the sealer in this game with how it's looking right now.
Got 5 minutes left in this in the second quarter.
It's just a gain of 1 for Keelan Highbaugh. It's in the backfield again. Another handoff to him, and stuffed. Was it number 42 for Fairfield? It was. Big play by the punter there, Trustin Mitchell.
Big man.
All over it.
That should fire up this Fairfield defense. Your punter making plays on defense. You love to see it.
He's out there, though. He'll make some plays.
Both these teams are very fast.
Yeah.
Very energetic, too.
And again, very physical. This Fairfield team is clearly just a lot bigger, more physical than that Fremont Tigers team.
As you can hear this Fairfield sideline getting hype.
Drop back. Burke is able to find one of the Missouri brothers, Jermaine. Looks like he was able to get his feet in.
Great drop. Missouri just finds a way to get open anytime you seem to throw it his way.
Burke with pretty composed in the pocket, throwing it with great touch. Not too much leading to the sideline. Perfect throw. Perfect catch.
Back-to-back first downs. The Mustangs seem to be rolling. They're at midfield. Burke. Little short pass to Manciano Saez and gets laid out.
I'm not sure if that pass was intended for him. It looked like he was going for one of the Missouri brothers behind him.
A little miscommunication on the run-pass option there.
Still a completion.
You'll take that any day of the week, though.
Yeah, gain of 4. 4 minutes, 15 seconds here in the second quarter.
A shift from defense.
Here's Burke. Gonna drop back. He's gonna air it out. It's Missouri. Touchdown! The first one of the game for Jermaine, Missouri, and the Rodriguez Mustangs are on the board.
That's what you like to see. Throw it deep, give them a shot. You saw that speed going down the field. Easily burn the defender for the score.
That release is one of the best releases I've ever seen. He beat him right off the line, got right past him. There was no chance of the defender even remotely getting close to them, and the confetti is going crazy again,
Everywhere.
like they just won the championship.
And give credit to Burke on that throw. Into the wind, put great touch on it.
It was a beautiful throw. That was a moon shot.
I said it last week. I'll say it again. Burke and Missouri are going to have quite the connection as they try to go for two. Won't get it though. As it was a handoff to Marciez.
I'm not mad at the attempt because this wind is tough and their kicking situation is already questionable as it is. So I'm not surprised at the call.
Yeah, in these types of conditions, I wouldn't expect a PAT much tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see what Fairfield can do here.
But that's what I've been saying. I think Rodriguez will go to the pass more, especially after seeing what they did on this most recent drive. They got the pass involved, were driving downfield, and then they had the big play for the score.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a wideout like Jermaine Missouri, why not air it out every single time? It seems like nobody in that secondary, no matter who it is, who they're playing, they can't touch him.
Yeah, just throw it up. Just throw it up.
Just an elite talent Missouri is.
Only a junior, too, might I add. Still got one more year after this.
One more year of high
Crazy.
school football. Can't wait to see it.
What is that, his 4th touchdown on the year?
It is, yeah. Last year, I believe he had 7 touchdowns.
He's definitely the star of their offense. He's going to be way more involved. He's going to get to double-digit touchdowns this year for sure.
I want to see Moten get some more touches. I want to see them pass the ball, do some more play action, show some more trust in your quarterback.
So the Rodriguez Mustangs were first to strike here in the second quarter. It's 6-0. We'll see if Fairfield can answer back. Man, Solano Sayers with the punt. Oh, it's a squib.
Good bounce.
It's number 27 who ends up with the ball in his hands. Still going, and is finally tackled. A big hit there by number 52 on Rodriguez, David Cisco.
I like the safe squid kick. You don't want it going out of bounds, having a penalty called on you. So I like the idea of squibbing it right here, especially with this wind.
Fairfield does not want the Mustangs to get the momentum. That was a huge touchdown, huge score, first of the half, and that tackle will fire defense up. A hard tackle will give you some energy.
And Cisco, the second he got that tackle, he was fired up going back to that sideline. We'll see if this Rodriguez defense can get a stop here. Add on to the momentum. Here's Tristan Smith going to drop back and barely gets the ball out. Is it a fumble? No.
Incomplete.
He barely got that ball out. I mean, Rodriguez was just coming with the pressure on that play.
Maybe that is why they do not throw the ball, because he had not even a second to throw the ball. Oh my goodness.
So lucky on that play it wasn't picked or batted on accident.
Was there even a receiver in the area? That might have been intentional grounding. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mason. It could have been. I don't think I saw anyone near there.
I don't see a flag on the field for it.
There is no flag. Correct.
Complete. But they threw the ball. I was asking for it, but I might not ask for it again.
Yeah, I mean, the second that got snapped, I saw about 2 Mustangs rushers just coming at him.
This Fairfield O-line is going to need to hold up if they want a chance at this football game.
You got to have better. They've had pretty decent blocking on the first level of the line of scrimmage, but that second level is where Moten has got to get it through.
Pass protection needs to be better for these Fairfield Falcons.
I believe that might be the reason they don't throw.
So it's 2nd and 10. He's going to drop back again. This time a little pat, and it's intercepted. Rodriguez, pick 6, number 10, Emil McPeters.
Oh, my goodness.
12-0.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is why the Fairfield Falcons have not thrown the ball. A pick 6 on their second attempt of the game. Oh, man, on a screen pass.
What great awareness by Peters, though, knowing the ball is right there, landing in your hands. That has to be a DN's dream.
Yeah, he knew that ball was going to be there. He saw it as soon as the ball was snapped that it was going to be a screen pass. Read it perfectly. That was to the casa.
So it looks like this lead might start opening up.
You can just feel the momentum shifting towards this Rodriguez team
they got
right now.
flags in the crowd. Get me fired up.
Looks like they will not go for 2. No, excuse me, they will. Sayas not able to get it. That was number 2.
Judging by that, I think they're going to go for 2 all night. There's no reason to be kicking it. Like we brought up, this wind has been blowing all night.
Well, Fairfield, go put up some points. Leave that behind you. That was last drive. You got to have short-term memory if you want to make it in any sport. Maybe not throw it, though.
But if you're these Fairfield Falcons, you can't be defeated by that. You got to go out on this drive, get some points, and make sure the momentum comes back your way, because if not, this game could get out of hand.
I do believe
fast.
they get ball at half, too, so if they can score.
Maybe a little double dip action going on for these Falcons.
Again, they'll have 3 minutes, 48 seconds. They want to score by the end of this quarter.
Man, that pick 6, I dream about that every night still.
Just deflating as an offense,
Oh, my goodness.
Another squib. This time ends up in the hands of 27.
Ooh.
Able to get to about the 45.
Yeah, they do not want to risk anything with Trayvon Moten getting the ball ever, if they can stop it.
That was probably Rodriguez's game plan going in. Don't let Moten win this game for Fairfield.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they've done a great job. This defense is just firing on all cylinders. Can't ask for more from this defense.
Moten is out there in the backfield.
Run the ball.
You would have to imagine it goes to him here.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially after last drive.
Everybody in the stadium knows it.
Yeah.
Your mom knows it. My mom knows it. Everybody's mom knows it. The band knows it.
You just got to come up with a good play call here for him to get on the outside maybe.
Yeah.
Find some room.
See where they decide to go with this run. Again, 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go until halftime.
No penalties. Penalties will kill you.
Mustang showing blitz. Yes, it is a handoff and smothered by 3 Rodriguez defenders.
That's what happens when you know the run play is coming. They can just swarm into the backfield, get another tackle for loss. They have so many on the season now.
They're just committed to the run every single play.
Moses Moore, the senior, was one of those Mustangs get his hands on. Moten.
That is so deflating as an offensive line. And as an offense as a whole, to have a tackle for loss almost nearly every carry for your star player.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
So 2nd and 13.
I like to see a run to the outside.
It's a handoff again. They're going to stay inside, but it's able to bulldoze his way.
Good run.
Get a couple more. Not quite a first.
He's just putting his body on the line every play for this Falcon squad.
Yeah.
You got to respect it. That workhorse, man, can't ask for anything more.
They might be down, momentum's against him, but he's going to go out there every play and give it his all.
I want to see him get to a pitch maybe to the outside and let him work in some space. They're sending a blitz again. They're committed fully. Running cover 0.
Yeah, and I mean, why not? Smith is going to drop back to pass. Missouri on him, going backwards and is nowhere.
Man, that
Pass
pressure.
protection's got to hold up better to give Smith a chance.
I think as a coach, you might want to, the blitz is coming. You got to draw something up to be a quick hitter. He had enough time to get it out quick. He held the ball a little bit too long. It is high school football.
You gotta max protect on that play though. If you're gonna pass the ball, you see 0 blitzes coming as a quarterback, maybe check into something.
I do believe he tried to, but it was not the correct check because you want a quick slant if you want to do that. Now they got to put it away.
It's 4th and 4. They're not going to go for it. And a bad snap. It's going to go past the head of Mitchell. He's going to try to run it.
Ooh.
He's got some blockers and some open field. Is finally tackled near the 40.
I mean, what an effort.
Yeah.
No man's land by the punter. He's just working his way. Made a few great cuts on that play. Looking like a running back
That
out
was
there.
almost a movie moment. Oh, my goodness. He would have told his grandkids and his great-kids and great-grandkids about that one.
I mean, just to even get it out to the 40.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Impressive.
Yeah, that could have been very ugly for the Falcons.
Everything is going wrong for the Falcons right now. They need a turnover bad here, in my opinion.
Dang, I love the Mustangs.
Mace, what would you expect the Falcons head coach to say to them at halftime?
I say keep playing the same way you were playing on defense. You made a few mistakes on offense. Keep giving your offense a chance. Don't let yourselves get beat early, and keep the intensity.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They're going to start with the handoff to high ball.
Ooh, flag.
A flag is thrown.
Horse collar.
Couple
tackle.
flags
Oh
thrown.
my goodness.
I think every ref threw a flag on that play.
It might have been 15 to get the first flag.
Was that a horse collar? Did he get the face
I
mask?
believe it was a horse collar tackle.
I think it's a face mask.
It is a face
Yeah.
mask.
His helmet came off, so he almost broke his neck trying to get him.
There was a few penalties on that play. I saw a horse collar. There was a face mask, obviously, as the penalty was thrown. Just not what you
That's
want to do
not
if you're
what you
this
want.
Fairfield squad.
That's the opposite of what you want. If they score again, if Rodriguez scores again, this game could get out of hand quick.
They're in good field position. 1:45 to go.
You need a turnover here if you're Fairfield.
What will they do? Burke, handoff, stuffed by Fairfield. Was it number 62 and 42? Might have been Mitchell. Ethan Bang on that play.
These D-lines are just exploding through
They're
these
screaming.
O-lines.
They're giving them
So 2nd 11, play action.
so much
Burke
time.
gonna go to side of the end zone. Caught again. Is that Missouri? Of course it is. 2nd touchdown of the game for Jermaine, Missouri. The Mustangs.
I mean, it's just too easy for Missouri out
It might
there.
be night time for
If
these Fairfield Falcons.
If I'm Burke, I don't know how I'm not tempted to throw it up to him every
man.
play.
Oh, I'm sure they are. They want to spread the love. It is not looking great.
This is why we're commentating and not playing.
Oh man.
That's Missouri's 5th touchdown of the year in just 1.5 games. He's still got a whole second half to play.
What an amazing player.
Just
I
good
mean,
luck to all these DBs
Yeah.
the rest of the year. Good luck, man.
Again, Burke with a great throw on that play, too.
Yeah, no, he's been on the money.
Shout out to that O-line. Gave him all the time in the world. He could have had a picnic. He could have took a nap right there and had all the time in the world. Throw it
Looks
up.
like they're going for 2. Nice little handoff. Is he in?
Got it.
Looks like he did get it. Number 24, Jordan Woods with that 2-point conversion.
20 zip, man.
And it's 20.
That was a good draw up on that 2-point conversion. Get the run and get your line moving out to the left.
I thought this game was going to be a lot closer than it is.
Well,
this
with-
game got out of hand quick.
With the way it was starting in that first quarter, defense is going back and forth. I mean, you just didn't expect it to get out of hand this quick like you were saying, Mace.
Yeah, we did talk about how one team was going to pull away, and it was showing out in the passing. It was showing out in the penalties. And one team, the Mustangs, have greatly improved in that aspect of the game.
Mason, man, I just realized you're not wearing a sweatshirt?
Nah,
Sweatshirt?
bro.
And
Nah.
shorts too?
I'm straight, bro.
Oh, man,
I'm good, bro.
You're crazy.
I'm incredible. It's a great night. The breeze feels great. You know.
He's cold on the inside, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, I'm bringing a jacket next week.
Oh no, that's all right.
As we go into these fall months, it's only going to get colder.
Hey, I'm gonna definitely bring a jacket next week. Best believe that.
Manciano says, again, another squib kick.
Ooh.
Ooh, number 27 able to get a couple yards after he caught that ball, but not a lot.
They have good returns on these squid kicks. Fairfield just need to take advantage of it.
Looks like it was Keyshawn Peoples.
Have they thrown the ball 3 times so far? I believe so, right?
Yes, 3 times.
Yeah.
One of them being a pick 6.
Yeah. Tough, man. None completed so far.
But, I mean, you're not giving your quarterback any – like, he has no confidence in his game right now. You need to get those quick slants, screens on the outside.
Let him run. Run a read option. Let him have the option to take the ball, make a play on his own.
Use his athleticism to his advantage.
Yeah,
he had a decent run game last week.
They're going to decide to go back to the run. Oh, a big hit there. Still on his feet. Is finally tackled. Man, Trayvon Moten.
Goodness.
A dog in the backfield.
You're going to be feeling the hit after that one.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to be a hot shower feeling right there. Oh, my goodness. That hurt my neck.
That's what we mean by when we say Moten is a power back.
Oh, he's a beast. He is barking at him. Oh, my goodness. What a workhorse. We got to respect it. Oh, that crowd is going crazy.
So another handoff, this time to Lewis Chandler. Finally tackled down, but a really good run there. It looks like it will be a first down.
Will it?
I'm thinking it's 3rd and short, maybe.
Timeout. All right, no.
No,
not timeout.
Yes, looks to be 3rd and short.
You got 30 seconds. You might want to hurry up a little bit.
Yeah,
never mind. It is a first down.
First down. You got to throw the ball.
A good point, Mason. 20 seconds. The clock is ticking.
Throw it. Yeah, they're going to throw it.
Ooh, able to avoid the sack there.
Ooh.
Manipulating the pocket. On his feet. Going to get a first down. And is out of bounds to stop the clock. Good run there.
Good job
Tristan Smith.
Good job by Smith by getting out of bounds there, keeping the clock from running on you.
Took a pretty hard hit out of bounds. That turf will hurt you tomorrow. Them turf burns are no joke. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, that's exactly what we wanted to see from Smith, though. Look, he's so elusive and athletic. Just getting out of that pocket was incredible to watch.
Yeah, no, that was a real solid play.
Yeah, the tackler missed in the backfield. He had him looking lost. Give that guy a map. That's a great Chris move, would say.
That's my goat right there, baby. So we'll see if they...
You got 10 seconds. You got to throw that ball.
Maybe give their #1 wide receiver a shot.
This is the deepest Fairfield's gone into Rodriguez territory.
Give yourself some momentum going into half. Feel good about yourselves. Clock's running.
Clock is, finally snap it. Smith looking for something. It's number 5. Oh! Trayvon Moten drops the pass with 1 second left to go.
That might be a blessing in disguise because you will have another chance now, because if he gets tackled, the half is over. So I do believe that might be a blessing in disguise. Just got to throw that up in the end zone.
We need to get on the jugs machine a little more if you're Moten.
He's a running back. He had 2 picks last game, so it's not like he can't catch. It's a little cold for him. So.
1 second left before halftime.
Have to imagine they
I
pass
expect
here.
a jump ball, jump ball throw. Just throw it up. No pick sixes though.
O-line's got to give him good protection.
Whistle blows.
Timeout.
Yeah,
Rodriguez.
timeout. Looks like it's Miles King going to talk some things over with his defensive unit.
And you would think in the huddle over here they would say no touchdowns allowed.
Yeah.
Just protect that goal line. Anything underneath is okay. Just swarm and make the tackle on the football.
And if you're Fairfield, if I'm a receiver, I'm saying throw the ball up to me. Let me make a play. Let me have a chance to make a play in the end zone. Give ourselves a chance into going into the next half.
Yeah, only 2 players have caught a reception this year for the Falcons. It's Jackson Hurd, 1 reception, 9 yards, and Mike Jackson, 1 reception, 6 yards.
As you can hear, these Falcons fans wanting something to happen
They want this touchdown bad.
No, they are eager for points.
Great energy.
Looks like ball is around the 24.
I would say throw it up to number 11 here at the top.
Here we go. Oh, a free rusher.
Oh, man.
Able to escape him. He's going to use his legs. Won't get nothing.
You got to throw the ball. You cannot try and make a play with your legs with 1 second left.
He did. He had no chance. His
know.
O-line
Yeah.
didn't help him out there. He needs
Free rusher, tough.
some protection if they want to
That's
have
tough.
success passing the football in
But
the second half.
Yeah.
There is some positives there on that drive. You got to get near the red zone. I do think they have some good things to look at going into this next half. But
Yeah, and how about the Rodriguez Mustangs?
Oh,
Robert, is there
these-
anything you're looking for in the
These
second half?
Rodriguez Mustangs, I loved what they did in that second quarter, getting Jermaine Missouri involved a lot more. He's putting up another great game and just continue with that, play great defense.
Well, that is going to be the end of the first half. Rodriguez starting to make some trouble. It is now 20-0. Again, thank you guys all for listening. Second half underway in just a couple of minutes. We'll be back very shortly.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
It's more than just sports, it's an education.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the athletic director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been an outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes in academics. All of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website www.solanoathletics.com, and you feel a warm welcome at Solano.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
Second quarter here in Rodriguez High. Kickoff just underway, and it's going to be returned by number 8.
Fairfield's starting with the ball here in the second half. They really got to look to get things going on the offensive end, as quarterback Tristan Smith was 0 for 4 in the first half, threw that pick 6, which led to a double-digit lead by Rodriguez. And Fairfield got to look more into the play-action game as they run the ball heavily, as we know on offense, seeing in that first half.
Yeah, again, really, I'm just looking for Fairfield. Just try to get some more read options, maybe. I mean, we saw what Tristan Smith was doing. He's pretty elusive, but just something that other than just a handoff, you know, because Rodriguez knows.
And Rodriguez has been absolutely filthy in the first half, with the quarterback in Burke throwing 2 touchdown passes. The score is 20-0 right now in the second half. There's the snap and the handoff, and they're going to be stopped. That's number 5 for Fairfield, Trayvon Moten.
Fairfield running the same type of offense, inside zone with Trayvon up the middle, but they also including some motion on the offense as well, trying to mix it up. But if you're a defensive lineman, you just stick to your keys and you're going to stop the run almost every time, unless Trayvon gets yards after contact, which he's been doing all game.
Now here's the handoff. They're going to run it upfield, but it's going to be stopped by an ambush of Rodriguez Mustangs.
That fake fooled me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, hey, that was the read option you were looking for.
Yeah, I mean,
just wasn't there.
So some variety now from the Fairfield offense. Again, the score is 20-0 here in the second half. A very windy night in Rodriguez High School. Nathaniel Thomas on the call here, joined by Drew Kirby and Holden Beers. Yes, he is. Now, third down, 9 to go.
So far, Fairfield 0 for 4 on third down here in the first half, and this is their 5th time going on third down, and see if they can get it.
Tristan Smith in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. Pressure coming. Now he's going to run it himself. The running throw is going to be an incomplete.
Credit to Fairfield's O-line there. That was some pretty nice pass protection. Tristan Smith had some time to find someone open. Nowhere to go in the passing game.
Yeah, and Rodriguez's DBs were playing almost perfect blanket coverage right there. So Fairfield really couldn't do much on that third and long play.
So ace formation. Smith still in the shotgun. No, they're going to kick it. It's punted. Right around the 45. They're going to watch it roll. They're trying to blow on it, see if it can go any further.
Hey, with this wind, they might get it to work.
Now, it's almost like when an infielder waits for a ball down the line and they wait for a foul ball. I mean, they're hoping to get just a few more yards there, but it's just past the 45. Excuse me, the 35.
I'm very curious to see where Rodriguez goes. Open up this drive. It started off a little early with the run game, but then slowly started getting more through the air.
Yeah, I mean, the run game wasn't really working out for them to start the game. As we know, it was 0-0 after the first quarter, and Rodriguez was strictly running the ball, as you see right now.
Yeah. And now they're going to run it and get past the 40.
Yeah, there's Keelan Highbaugh. Rodriguez, just a lot of weapons at their arsenal.
Yeah, I mean, they've spread around to at least 6 different skill players in the first half. Highbaugh, though, struggled in the first half. 4 carries, only 3 yards on the ground. But there he's picking it up with the 5-yard carry.
Now there's a flag on the field. We'll see what the call is.
False start on Rodriguez?
Yep, looks like it.
Well, Rodriguez has got a lot of room to play with here. It seems as though another week where Dylan Burke is essentially just getting his reps in, essentially with a very comfortable lead in the second half. They still haven't allowed their opponents to score on the season.
Yeah, I really don't know which unit is better for Rodriguez, their offense or their defense. Both have opened up the gates this season, just booming.
Another handoff. They run it up the middle. That's going to be number 3, Keelan Highbaugh. He's going to gain a few yards on that.
Another solid inside run by Highbaugh. I mean, positive yards is all you really need if you're a running back. Yeah. And so far, he's got 2 straight positive runs.
Really, it's just the arsenal, as you mentioned, that Burke has. Is really like a Swiss Army knife. He can turn to anybody he wants right now. It seems like they'll be productive now. Well, a wildcat formation running across, and Burke's going to take it himself. And he's going to be stopped. And a few yards for him.
That's an interesting play call on third and about 6 yards that was. You fake the jet sweep to the weak side. You know they're not going to run the jet sweep because it's to the weak side. And then you run it up the middle with your quarterback when it didn't work earlier in the game as he went negative on a QB power play. So don't know about that play call, but might have worked.
Yeah, I agree with you, Holden. I think they would have been a lot better. Just a whole different play, just something in the air maybe.
Well, I mean, that's the insurance that Burke has. Again, with a 20-0 lead, they can get really creative here because they know down the stretch when they start conference play and they start to play against a little bit more challenging teams, they may need to pull something out of their back pockets.
Going under center, 4th and 1. Oh, they get him to jump.
Oh.
And that's exactly what you want if you're Dylan Burke, and really that whole Mustang offense, that's what they were looking to get, and they got it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't allow that if you're a Fairfield defense. Fairfield offense tried that earlier in the game, didn't work. Can't allow that to happen to your defense.
Now, I think the difference right there was Rodriguez went under center, and they went in a strong formation to the left. They're never under center, but it makes it look like they're maybe doing like a QB sneak with Burke to try and push him in.
That's a good
But Fairfield was in shotgun, and it didn't work.
So now he's 1st and 10. The handoff back to Highball. And he's going to stop with another few yards. Highball just seems like you just pass it to him, and it seems like an automatic couple-yard gain.
Yeah, no, he started off this drive really nicely.
That's a 2-yard.
But
2-yard gain, so now it's 2nd and 8 to go. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Rodriguez just wants to run the clock down, keep their lead comfortable, run the ball, get gritty in the trenches.
Another handoff. That's going to be the number 24, Jordan Woods. And he's going to add a few yards to this drive.
And again, just another weapon that Rodriguez could use to their advantage. Jordan Woods mostly been defensive player so far from what I've seen, but could also go underneath, get a couple yards as a running back.
Yeah, I mean, they go through about 3 or 4 different running backs throughout the game between Highball, Jordan Woods, and also number 17, Samuel Hall.
Now the handoff back to Highball. He's going to move laterally. He's going to find a hole. Oh. He goes downfield. They're not going to get him. He's gone.
Almost.
Almost.
I think he tripped up at it. Yeah, tripped up about 2 yards short.
Man, you know he wants that one back. It was all him.
Well, Highball had us fooled from this vantage point. I mean, it looked like a cheetah, just absolutely evading basically all of the Fairfield defense.
And after the rough first half he's really picking it up here in this first drive to start the 3rd quarter.
Curious if they go more for the pass now during the red zone.
Well, now the handoff back to Highball, and he's going to be stopped just short of the end zone. But it's only 2nd down. Lots of opportunity, lots of options here. And where do you think they go for this, Holden?
I mean, they could run a play-action bootleg with Burke, and fake the run up the middle. That's what they've been doing this whole drive with Highball and Jordan Woods. And maybe they want to give Highball the score just because he's kind of dominated this whole drive. But when it comes to play calling, a play-action pass wouldn't make sense here. Oh, they're going under center, though.
Yeah, Highball not in the game.
So now it looks like
they didn't get it.
They didn't get it.
They did a fullback dive up the middle with number 6, Malachi Roten, the D tackle. Now that's something you don't really expect unless maybe the D lineman's like, hey, I should get rewarded for my play on the D line. Let me get the ball on the goal line,
Well, it's 3rd and short. They got 1 yard to go.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll slam it up the middle with some run here. The question is, who gets the ball?
Some serious deliberation here now as Burke under the gun. And the handoff.
Did it again. And he got in.
And it's in. That's a touchdown for Rodriguez.
Malachi Roten?
So 26 now to nothing. The commanding lead set by Rodriguez.
Defensive tackle getting a touchdown.
That's a big boy. Yeah, shout out to him.
Well deserved. I mean, he's got his fingerprints all over this game.
Yeah.
Now with that touchdown, he's been a menace down in the trenches for Rodriguez. Really one of Rodriguez's key players, only a sophomore too.
Yeah, a lot of potential in that young man in these coming years for Rodriguez.
And they're going to try for the 2-point conversion, and that's going to be number 2, Marcy Saez. They're going to get it.
Great job by Saez breaking the tackle in the backfield and just running it in, adding to their lead.
Yeah, Rodriguez they got that momentum with that first touchdown from Jermaine, Missouri, and they just haven't looked back since then. It's been all Rodriguez from the second half of this game, really.
Yeah.
Just absolutely no mercy either. They're going for the 2-point conversion and successful as well. So the bleeding has not stopped for Fairfield High School. It's 28-0 now here in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and they burned a lot of clock on that drive, almost, I believe, 7 minutes just for one drive, and they scored off of it and got a 2-point conversion. That's almost a perfect drive in a football game.
Couldn't ask for nothing more.
It's going to be number 4, Monticello Saez, the other of the Saez brothers.
He's got a good leg. Another squib kick. They really committed to that in the second half.
We got number 29 of the Fairfield Falcons, Simeon Williams.
This away crowd has really died down in the past couple minutes. It was rocking here.
Yeah, I mean, they were amped up after that first quarter, 0-0, and they were running the ball really well. But ever since then, they threw a pick 6, allowed a deep touchdown, 2 deep touchdowns to Jermaine, Missouri. And it's hard to come back in a football game when you make mistakes like that. Along with all the penalties they've had against them too, which you usually don't look at penalties in high school football as a huge factor, but it can be for a team like Fairfield.
Now here's the snap and the deep throw, and it's going to be off the hands of number 24, Mike Jackson. You can tell he's upset with himself on that one. He almost had it.
Yeah, it's a tough catch to make. Secondary right on you. Really got to turn your whole body to catch that one.
I mean, honestly, that was a pretty solid throw by Tristan Smith.
The wind really picking up here at Rodriguez High.
Yeah, once that sun goes down, it's just lots of wind out here. And again, that could be a big reason why we don't see away teams really pass the ball that much.
Now here's the handoff to number 9, and he's going to drop it. Now a flag is on the field. We'll see what the call is.
Looks like Fairfield's able to keep it.
It was number 9, Jaden Lewis Chandler. With the run up the middle.
That was a solid play for Jaden Lewis Chandler. I mean, they usually just run an inside zone with him like they do Trayvon Moten, but then they ran a jet sweep with him. Tried to get him out on the edge, and he cut back, got a few yards off of it. Unfortunately, he fumbled, but they did recover it, so solid play there from Fairfield.
Tristan Smith now in the shotgun.
3rd and 10, got to go with the pass here.
He waits for an option, he throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. So 4th and 10 now for the Falcons.
Yeah, it's just, again, a great defensive possession there from Rodriguez yet again. Forced a fumble, wasn't able to recover it. But again, all over the field, both secondary and down in the trenches.
And once again, Fairfield unable to convert on 3rd down. They've yet to convert all game.
So 4th and 10, a minute and 52 left in the 3rd quarter. Tristan Smith waits for the snap. It's going to be punted. just past the 30, now the 25.
Ref threw that flag pretty early in the play. We'll see what it is.
It looks like the referees are still deliberating. The Fairfield Falcons head coach Alex Hubbard IV has done a good job of turning this team around. They were winless for 2 years in a row. Went 0-10 last year and 0-9 the year before. Excuse me, they went 0-10 in the previous year. But last year they went 6-5. So to be able to come back from a winless season to a winning season, certainly a turnaround from Alex Hubbard.
Yeah, it's really good for just a program to see growth in the team, and especially being 6-5 last season after going winless. That's going over 500 after a winless season is a huge thing to conquer. And then they win their first game of the season this year, last week against Wood. Good things are coming for this Fairfield program.
You know, it all starts with the head coach, in my opinion. For football, I mean, they're the ones, for high school at least, that are drawing up the plays. And that's really what it starts with. I mean, in my experience of covering high school football, I've seen some not great play calling. It just, a lot of just nothing. So
now the deep throw from Burke is going to be off the hands of Jamar Missouri. That would have been one heck of a pass.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been able to hit Jamar Missouri all game, and right there he's got a shot to him. Almost a perfect throw by Burke, and it just bounces off the shoulder pad of Jamar Missouri.
Yeah, not a character play there from Jamar Missouri. I'm sure he makes that play 7 times out of 10.
But Burke really has been showing off the cannon he's got for an arm. I mean, all day he's just been showing off that accuracy and the willingness to go deep, and that must be wreaking havoc for the defensive coordinator of the Fairfield Falcons.
Yeah, in the first half, I mean, Burke was 6 for 8, 84 yards, and had the 2 touchdowns to Missouri, and was good on the ground as well. As you see right now, he's running the ball up the middle.
He's going to take it himself and be stopped just past the 20-yard line. About a minute left to go here in the third quarter.
Fairfield's got to be prepared for a deep throw here from Burke. It's 3rd and 10. They're most likely going to throw it.
Yeah, I mean,
Burke in the shotgun.
Gotta assume it's going to go to Jermaine.
Now to throw. Can be caught, by Jermaine. Jermaine's going to make a run for it and be stopped just past around the 25.
As to what the flag was.
It's in the backfield. It could be holding. Didn't quite see what it was. That was a good play call there by Rodriguez. Throw a screen to your best receiver so far in the game. Let him go to work.
That's exactly what the game plan should be for Dylan Burke. Just get the ball to either of the Missouri brothers. Jermaine especially has just been all over this game and the game before that.
Yeah, I mean, if you see any sort of coverage bust, you just throw it up to him, you know?
Well, you know, Burke certainly has the arm and the confidence to keep trying again. But sounds like it was a personal foul called.
I believe it was on both teams. Must have been an altercation.
So they'll just replay the down, it looks like?
Yeah, it looks like they'll just replay the down. Play does not count. But, or no. Oh, I believe there was holding as well on Rodriguez. So they'll lose 10 yards as a result.
So it's 4th and long now. 3rd and long, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the game plan changes. Still try to get the ball to Jermaine Missouri's hands.
I mean, you've got him one-on-one on the left side. That safety is not playing super deep.
Yeah.
If you just give Burke some time, he can throw it up once again.
Well, Burke's still in the shotgun. You can tell he's getting his arm ready. Oh no, they're gonna hand it off. Let's see who that is. Number 3, that was Kalen Highbaugh that would receive the handoff. He was stopped. Now it's 4th down and 17 to go for Rodriguez.
Very passive approach there for Rodriguez.
Yeah, I mean, you're up 28-0.
Yeah.
So on a 3rd and long, you don't want to risk anything. You might, have some jungle ball going on in the backfield, and you might get a safety out of it against you. So just running the ball on a 3rd and long makes sense when you're up 28-0 going into the 4th quarter.
Well, it's 4th down and actually 19 to go. Down to the last second. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, 28-0 as the Rodriguez Mustangs lead as we head into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I mean, very lopsided game, just as we saw from last week. Not as bad as last week. It's Fairfield, even though they still have 0 points. I think they've proven that they're a better team than the Fremont Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, Rodriguez is just showcasing their defensive skills and their offensive skills almost all game.
Yeah.
I mean, Dylan Burke having a huge game, two touchdown passes, both of those to Jermaine Missouri. And also, that 3rd quarter, they ran the ball well, which they were kind of struggling to do in that first half. And, I mean, that defense also has just been suffocating Tristan Smith, the quarterback for Fairfield. They haven't been able to do anything through the air. And on the ground, they've had some success, but you can't win a modern football game by just running the ball,
Well, it looks like Rodriguez, back-to-back weeks, have yet to face any adversity yet. What are your thoughts on possibly that being a detriment to how they handle adversity later on, as that's going to inevitably come when they face conference play?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. These two teams that they've played are definitely nothing compared to Vanden or Vacaville, so they are going to have a lot tougher games ahead of them, but still, I mean, I think just getting these points on the board, showing that you're in a league of your own compared to these two teams, I think that's a confidence booster.
Short kick from Rodriguez. That's going to be run by number 5 from Fairfield High, Trayvon Moten. Good return there.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid return on the punt. It was a shorter punt because they were backed up, and he just took it and ran with it. And now Fairfield's got good field position to start their drive, try to get some points on the board.
Yeah, best field position they've had all game. I believe they're in the red zone just once in that first half.
It was at the end of the first half, actually, but then time ran out.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Fairfield is able to convert this opportunity here.
Yeah, don't have to worry about the time on their hands. You got all the time in the world. Just find the end zone here.
Split back formation. Tristan Smith in the shotgun. It looks like you're going to pass it off to Trayvon Moten.
Moten had nowhere to go there on the handoff. I mean, both DNs crashed hard for Rodriguez.
Well, Fairfield doesn't have much to lose. I mean, in a game where it's 28-0, they're trying to get their plays in. They just want to be clean right now.
Yeah, it's definitely important in this type of game and this type of situation. Just play some clean football, no mistake-free.
Oh, looks like that was handed off to number 12. Excuse me. Yes, Miles Douglas.
Again, just great red zone defense from the Mustangs here, just not allowing anything on the ground.
And it brings up another 3rd down, which Fairfield has yet to convert today. It's 3rd and goal, so they have to score.
Trips on the left side. Here's the snap. And he's running, he's evading. Oh, they found some space up the middle. Oh, but he's going to be picked up and tackled. Absolutely clinicked by Rodriguez's defense there.
That's going to cause some frustration on the Fairfield side. Just they won't think that's good sportsmanship, especially the way this game has gone. And that's their quarterback as well.
I mean, just no mercy shown. I mean, exactly. I mean, we see some sportsmanship and some gentlemanly plays, especially when it comes to the quarterback. But to pick him up off of his feet, I mean, we could see it all the way from back here.
Yeah, so now they got 4th and goal. He gained about a yard there.
Yeah. Gonna go for the field goal.
All right, the chance.
I like the idea.
Chance now to get on the board. Looks like the kicker is going to be number 9, Jaden Lewis Chandler. Some conversation going on between the referees.
Oh, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Excuse me. I thought I saw Tristan Mitchell out there.
Looks like there was a flag on Fairfield.
Yeah, I mean, I think now you got to bring out the field goal team, no?
Well, who knows if I don't believe they have a kicker that can kick that far.
Yeah.
So they're just going to run trips to the left side and probably try and throw it up on some sort of flood concept possibly.
Yeah, Will Smith has the ball. He's waiting for his options. Pressure coming. Now he's going to run it himself. And he's going to be stopped.
Yeah, I mean, their receivers were getting shoved right at the line of scrimmage, had nowhere to go. It's not like he could have even thrown it up to anyone right there. I mean, that's not his fault at all. But that does bring up 4th down, as they did repeat the down. So they have another chance at it.
Oh, 8 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Smith in the shotgun now. Waits for his options. Still has the ball. Still looking. Now the throw deep, and it's not going to be caught.
There is a flag in the backfield, though, after a Rodriguez D lineman came in. Looks like it's going to be on Fairfield, and it's going to be declined.
I didn't catch what number it was that was able to pressure Smith right there, but that was a nice, well done.
Yeah, I mean, that was a straight bull rush right through the line, and he got there in less than 2 seconds, which is what you want as a D lineman on a pass rush. Now Rodriguez will probably look to run the clock out here with just over 8 minutes to go.
8 minutes left in this game. Got Dylan Burke in the shotgun. The snap. Now he's going to hand it off. And up the middle is Highball. He's going to gain a few yards.
Highball having a strong second half.
Yeah, no, he's a legit option on the ground, averaging about 7 yards a carry so far early on in the season. He's legit.
And as long as he can hold on to the ball right now, not fumble it, Rodriguez can run away with this win to finish the game.
Yeah, that's very true. He did get lucky that they did recover that fumble.
Now breaking the shotgun again. He gets the snap. He looks right. He's going to throw. It's caught. Downfield they go, just right around the 50-yard line, and that's Jamar Missouri finally receiving a pass and great yards after carry there.
I mean, nobody that's not named Missouri is going to catch that ball. The way he reached his arms out to catch that screen pass was amazing to watch, and the run after catch as well, they get the first down. Great play by Jamar Missouri.
It's good to see that Burke was really looking out for Missouri. The fact that he hadn't caught anything yet. Now they're going to hand it off to Highball once again, as he's going to run into a horde of Fairfield Falcons. Well, it's good that Burke did find Jamar.
Yeah, that was his first catch of the game. Had been targeted twice before that. Both were deep throws, incomplete. So sometimes you just gotta look for the short pass on the screen. Get him to run the ball, you know?
So 2nd and 9 now here in the 4th quarter. There's the snap and the throw. Ooh, and stopped. That was number 5 on the Fairfield Falcons. Trayvon Moten taking down number 4, Marcy Ciez, after the catch.
Yeah, and they're going to throw a flag for that. That's a defenseless receiver. Most likely would be unnecessary roughness on Trayvon Moten.
Yeah, Moten just trucked him after that catch.
And that might be some frustration coming out of this Fairfield team, not being able to score yet this game, being down 28-0. And after the first quarter, it looked like it was going to be a competitive game. 0-0, it was a grudge match that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, especially coming off of a big win versus Wood. They were probably going, I mean, not probably, they were going into this game thinking that they were going to steal this game from Rodriguez. Just didn't go that way.
Well, you can definitely see the competitive spirit from the Fairfield Falcons. I mean, their cheer squad is here, trying to do their best to keep this crowd alive and energized. A lot more turnout on the visiting side, considering that the Fairfield Falcons are just down the street.
Well, you know, there's only so much a cheer team could do. I mean, when you're losing by 28 points, I'm not sure how much those dances will cheer me up.
I'm doing their best. Now Burke waiting for an option. He's going to throw deep, and it's going to be caught for a Rodriguez touchdown.
I mean, that was a great job by Dylan Burke just to go through his progressions. He went 1, wasn't there, 2, wasn't there, and then he saw Jamar Missouri wide open on the deep post route in the end zone.
Looks like they might not call it. A flag is thrown.
I believe it was called after. I think it was for the celebration.
Yeah, I think so
So
too.
the touchdown will count, but it'll be added on to the conversion, I believe.
Well, Jamar Missouri coming alive here in the 4th quarter. After missing a couple of looks, he's got a couple in a row now. Definitely going home with something to celebrate about.
Yeah, I mean, now both the Missouri brothers have their touchdowns for today.
I'm curious. I mean, this is a streak now. 2 games in a row. That makes it a streak. Both of the Missouri brothers have a touchdown. I'm curious to see how long the streak will keep going.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Certainly true there. 2 points do make a line. We'll see if that line runs through the rest of the season for the Missouri brothers. Now they're going to go for the field goal in it. Ooh, and a bad snap there.
Maybe that's why they've been going for 2 all day.
Yeah, it was the first field goal attempt for the Mustangs. And the first and rare glimpse of sloppy football from the home team.
Yeah, I mean, they've played almost perfectly this whole game, other than maybe a couple runs that they didn't get positive yardage on. But other than that, no turnovers, very little penalties that actually affected them. Almost perfect football from Rodriguez today.
Yeah, just as textbook as you get, and you can see why they've just dominated these first 2 games. They are just absolutely executing to a T all the fundamentals and what they need to do, and throwing on a little bit of style on top of that as well.
So I believe the penalty is actually added on to the kickoff, not the extra point. So they'll be kicking way back. And Fairfield can get some good field position out of this.
Yeah, Fairfield with a chance to get on the board once again. We'll see if they're able to convert this time. It looks like they're starting right around the 35, excuse me, the 25.
It looks like Fairfield might get blessed with some good field position again. It's not the first time this happened this game, but still have been unable to convert that.
I mean, they started their last drive on the 7-yard line and couldn't convert, but they get their second chance right here.
So it's going to be number 4 for Rodriguez, Marcy Ciez. He runs, and another squibbler ground ball.
He almost was an onside kick.
Yeah.
Up 34-0, kicking an onside kick, I guess.
That was number 26 for the Falcons who received it. Six minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter here at Rodriguez High.
I mean, if you're Fairfield right here, I think you just go back to, you know, what you're used to. Hand it off to Trayvon Moten, excuse me. See if he can get some positive yardage. Yards after contact was a huge thing in the first half for him. I mean, he might not have the energy now, but
in these waning hours of the game, morale is low. You can see almost the dilapidation on the field from the Fairfield Falcons.
Yeah, no, this sideline is completely different than it was at the start of the game. They were fired up to start this game, just slowly and slowly got it drained out of them.
Yeah, and that's not the attitude you want to go home on. So if they can get on the board here, at least they'll have some diamond in the rough to hold on to as they head into their game next week.
Fireworks?
The Rodriguez band.
had a lot of confetti go through this field the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, they've outscored their opponents 87-0 in these first 2 games. I'm dumping all the confetti I got in the field.
Hey, they got free donuts 2 straight weeks if they stop them here.
Wait, free donuts? That's a thing?
Hey, some coaches, if your defense puts up 0 points, free donuts for your defense. Maybe the whole team.
Smith running sideways, the running throw, and that's not going to be complete. Oh, flag on the field. A couple flags.
Yeah, there was a blindside block.
Yeah. I think it was Trayvon Moten.
Yeah.
That block.
He blindside blocked number 99 for Rodriguez. And he was upset and shoved Moten after the play.
The frustration's definitely seeping through these players. They're just trying to get through these last 6 minutes, which are passing by exceedingly slowly.
As much as I could watch football all day, I'm ready to eat.
Yeah, this is when you go eat your dinner.
Yeah. Already know I got some nice top ramen waiting for me at home.
That's your go-to?
Oh,
some top ramen?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Either that or I get on the grill, make some hamburgers. But that takes too long.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I need that 3 minute
Hey, if you get on the grill, I make a nice steak.
Dude, you make steak? Okay.
Me and my dad, we'd be cooking it up on the barbecue.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I got to learn how to make some steak.
Make a steak, get some baked potato in there, you know.
Yeah, you're going to have to bring that into class.
Yeah.
I'm going to need to taste it.
We might have to.
Looks like after some long deliberation, they're about ready to take formation.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot that went down that play, a lot to discuss amongst the refs.
Sounds like it was all personal fouls.
The White Hat threw his hat in the middle of that, has to pick it back up.
So are they starting at the 45?
Honestly, I don't know how all that works out.
Tough break to say the least for the Falcons.
I mean, there were about 3 flags thrown on that play.
Looks like they'll move up a little bit, but man, that's unfortunate.
Everyone in the crowd's got blankets. Yeah. About ready to go home.
Yeah, Mason Flores somewhere in this crowd wearing shorts. Can't believe it.
Cannot believe
Put on some pants, man. Yeah, I mean, it's like, 5 minutes since that last play?
You think someone got hurt pretty bad, you know?
Well, I mean, you also have to take into account that they have to catch up with the personal lives of the referees as well. So they're probably finishing up that conversation, just making sure that his hobbies have been tended to as well. Trayvon Moten last year, he averaged 81.8 rushing yards a game. He had 10 touchdowns last year as a junior.
Yeah, I mean, he continued that dominance last week, having that 200-yard game. And only on 13 carries as well last week, which is really impressive for a running back.
So certainly some flashes of hope. Hopefully the Fairfield Falcons don't get too demoralized by this game. It really just is a testament to how dominating the Rodriguez Mustangs have been. Now they finally take the line of scrimmage. Tristan Smith in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. Oh, it's going to be dropped.
Oh, no.
And picked up
Is that number
by
47?
47. Yep, 47 on the Rodriguez Mustangs. James Kaufman. He's a defensive end.
Yeah.
A senior, standing tall, 5'11".
That's a good play by Fairfield. A solid play call, a speed option with, you got 2 very fast, very mobile backs in the backfield. Your quarterback, Tristan Smith, and Trayvon Moten, who we know is a beast on the ground, but he just drops the pitch.
Yeah.
And Tristan Smith made a good read as well on the defensive end. Just unfortunate.
Yeah, back in the first half, Mason was saying that, they should try some pitches, just something different. Maybe that's why they don't go with the pitch option.
Certainly something that needs to be worked on by this team. So early on in the season, so the ceiling for growth for the Fairfield Falcons is certainly high. Whenever you see a team make mistakes like that, it's not necessarily always a bad omen. It could be a sign that with some work later down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something to work on, something to learn from in every game.
Yeah.
No game's gonna be perfect. Rod's gonna watch film tomorrow or the next day after that, and their coaches are gonna point something out to maybe they missed the block on the offensive line, or a receiver ran the wrong route on a pass play. There's just little things that there's always gonna be stuff to talk about when it comes to a team. And Fairfield might have more to talk about this week than last week, but that comes with the game.
Yeah. They certainly have their work cut out for them, but regardless of the score, you lose a game, that is only 1 loss in the loss column, so they're going to end today at least 500.
Yeah, and again, Fairfield this isn't a conference game anymore. It used to be. Fairfield moved conferences, so just watch this game. Don't forget it.
Yeah, and this is it's a non-league game, so technically it's a preseason game.
Yeah.
If you were to compare it to something. Mm-hmm. And usually the non-league games is when a team looks for the most improvement during the season.
Well, some more downtime now. It still feels like it's been 6 minutes left. 6 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock. Very nice. Fourth quarter, 34-0. Rodriguez high. It looks like the referees are still discussing.
they'd be discussing here. It's not like there was a flag or anything. It was just a turnover after the fumble. They might actually be catching up on their personal lives. I wouldn't be surprised. Looks like Fairfield's offense is coming out on the field.
So it's going to be Fairfield's offense on the field. Split back formation. Smith is going to hand it off, and they're going to gain a few yards as number 5, Trayvon Moten,
Yes,
is going to gain a few yards.
I have no clue how Fairfield got the ball there, but I guess they called Moten down or something.
Yeah. Maybe someone had $20 in their back pocket, maybe slipped one.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, Fairfield now with a chance. Again, split back again. The handoff back to Moten. He's going to drive it up the middle. And he's going to gain, looks like he's just around the 10-yard line.
Now another third down for Fairfield. We'll see if they can finally convert one.
Yeah, only 5 yards to go here for Fairfield.
Looks like Moten's hurt on the sideline. He comes out after that previous play, limping. We'll hope he's all right. That is the star player of this Falcon team.
So it looks like it's going to be Tristan Mitchell, number 42, there in the backfield.
They just got a third down conversion. It was offsides on Rodriguez. So now first and goal here for Fairfield.
First and goal. There's the snap. And, oh, they're going to body slam number 42, Tristan Mitchell. It's just absolutely zero respect from the Rodriguez Mustangs in that brutal tackle.
Yeah, I mean, that was tough. You're getting tackled by 3 guys and they all just slam you down like it's WWE.
Man, I'm very curious to see if Rodriguez could get this stop here. I mean, was first and goal. They've been great for red zone defense all night and last week too. If they could leave this game allowing 0 points again, they gotta feel nice about themselves.
Looks like another call is coming from the refs.
Another timeout being called.
A timeout, okay.
So Rodriguez next Friday will be playing Armio. Their first away game of the year. We'll see what Armio has for them in store, but Rodriguez, they've looked nice to start the year.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't faced any adversity, and they're already going to be facing adversity next week, being on the road against Armio. They've been really comfortable in their home stadium these past 2 weeks. As you can see, winning 34-0 so far today and 53-0 last week.
Looks like Moten's being stretched out on the sidelines. Let's hope whatever he's out for, it's not too serious.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Oh, so it looks like Armio's playing right now. End of the third quarter, 42-21. They're down to Sacramento. Sacramento, not the best program.
They might surprise us this year. We're probably gonna be seeing them play as they just joined the Monticello Empire League this year.
So second and goal now. Smith fakes it. He makes the running throw to nobody, just out of the sidelines. He had no options there, just backpedaling and a desperation lob just in the air, hoping anyone would be there. There wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, the receivers just aren't getting open at all. No matter what route they're running, they're just getting bumped at the line of scrimmage. Rodriguez is playing press man coverage, they're out physicaling Fairfield on the line of scrimmage, not only on the line but also out at the receivers as well.
The Rodriguez defense is just an impenetrable wall right now. Tristan Smith in the shotgun, he gets the snap. Now the pass down, and that's not going to be complete.
It's now 4th down for Fairfield. What do you look for when you can't really throw the ball and your star players out on the sideline hurt, you know?
Man, that's a great question. I don't know how you really answer it. We'll see what the head coach Alex Hubbard comes up with, but I mean, I guess you got to try to air it out, try to get something
come up
back
with
of the end zone.
Some sort of pass concept, maybe a rollout, look for the flat. I mean, that last play was open. It's just Smith missed the throw to the flat. So it might be there again.
It's 4th and long. Looks like Smith is going to make another running throw, and it's not going to be caught. That was number 11, Davion Johnson, out in the end zone, just a few inches away from making a catch.
He's manned up there with 6'5" corner Jermaine Missouri. That's a tough pass to make when you got a man like that guarding you.
Yeah, I mean, he's a receiver, so you know he's got an eye for the ball and can easily get the interception, especially when he's 6'5", you know.
So 4 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the final quarter of this game. It's 34-0. And now coming on the field. We'll see. Is the offense for the Mustangs. Burke has the ball, and it looks like he's going to be stopped.
Jordan Woods.
Right around the 5. He handed it off to Jordan Woods, who was stopped right around the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, Rodriguez is just going to look to run the clock out right now. Just under 4 minutes to go.
Thank goodness.
Dylan Burke in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off. And they're trying to run back up the middle. He's going to be stopped.
Back to Sacramento, Holden. It looks like on the Solano College Sports Network we won't have a game covering them. They are in the league, though, of course, just not from what we're covering.
I mean, if we do end up doing a playoff game, we could also
that is true.
Good
have
pass.
them in the playoff game.
Good pass from Burke and a good carry by Jamar Missouri after the catch. He's going to gain a few yards.
Yeah, I mean, this first half, or second half, excuse me, has been all Jamar Missouri. And that first half was all Jermaine Missouri, so really it's been a tale of two halves for the Missouri brothers. But did not have enough for the first down.
So it looks like they're going to turn over. Again, good field position here by the Falcons. It seems like they've been within striking distance of getting on the board. Just still unable to convert.
So for our game next week, we're doing Vacaville High School versus Cardinal Newman. And I'll give you an update on Cardinal Newman's game today. They beat Casa Grande 61-14. Woo! So that game next week is going to be a banger.
No, I am excited for that game for sure. Cardinal Newman, I want to say they played Rod in our broadcast last year. It was either Rod or Vacaville.
I believe they played Vacaville last year. Yeah,
they spanked him, right?
Yeah.
Cardinal Newman.
It was a low scoring game, but Cardinal Newman did come out with the win. And it's going to be interesting to see how that game goes next week.
Yeah. But yeah, don't worry, Vacaville Bulldogs fans that may be listening. Did not forget about you. We'll be there next Friday. And I'm actually curious to see who they roll out with this year. I haven't looked too much in the Bulldogs, but I know Brody.
Yeah, they did lose a lot of seniors last season as Brody Fortunati committed to Air Force as a quarterback. And they also lost Jameer Buckner as well at receiver and lost a lot of key pieces on defense as well. So they won last week, though, in a nail-biter against Escalon. So we'll see how they come out next week against Cardinal Newman.
So a minute 29 to go in the final quarter. The Falcons with the ball. Excuse me, it's going to be Rodriguez who punts it. And it's going to be returned by number 9. He's moving sideways. He's trying to look for a hole. And finally, he's taken down right around the 40.
Wow, he actually stayed up after he bounced off of number 77, Andre Palwick, and stayed on his feet. It's a rare play you see in football, but with how small and elusive Jane Lewis Chandler is, he was able to stay on his feet for a couple more yards.
Well, some slippery determination there from Chandler. So now it's going to be Fairfield with the ball. First and 10. Just about a minute left. Split backs again. Ooh, and a bad snap, but it looks like we'll see here who recovered it.
Looks like Fairfield had a different quarterback in there, number 18.
Yeah, no number 18 on our roster, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Come on, Max Preps.
Max Preps is a little confusing. There's 3 number 16s on our roster. So if any of the Fairfield parents are listening, Destin Torrance, Alonzo Jose, and Davin Kantawi, they're all wearing number 16 according to Max Preps.
Oh, and the snap goes over his head.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Oh, man, that's going to be number 18. We're not sure who that is, but number 18 is going to recover it right around the 30, 31, or 32.
This drive just about sums up this whole game.
Well, 9 seconds left to go. And it looks like that's going to wrap up this ball game. So final score of 34-0. Rodriguez High School is going to win this game here in Rodriguez High. Thank you for tuning in to the Solano College Sports Network. I've been Nathaniel Thomas, joined by Holden Beers. Yes, he is, Andrew Kirby. And on behalf of the entire cast and crew, we'd like to extend a sincere thank you for joining us on this ball game.